Well, hi everybody. Good morning. To meteorologist Travis Kleneski here on this Wednesday morning. And as we start things off here shortly after 7 o'clock, we've seen some upper level clouds move into eastern and central Nebraska over the last few hours. And one thing that that Futurecast not showing real well is those upper level clouds, which actually extend back to the west about this far actually. So most of these areas that are in central and eastern Nebraska are dealing with quite a few clouds this morning. There's a lot of sunshine back towards the western third of the state, though, to start things off this morning. So it'll be kind of a balancing act between thicker clouds in the east and sunshine to the west. There is also a slight chance of rain and isolated thunderstorms in eastern Nebraska. I took out the chance, though, for the Tri-Cities area. We should stay dry for today. Overnight, kind of the same thing. More clouds in the east. Some clouds start to thicken up out west, and we'll see a few showers and isolated thunderstorms try to pop up in southeast portions of Nebraska late tonight and early tomorrow morning. Those will start to push away, though, as we get into tomorrow morning, and so those guys will clear up out east. Meanwhile, back here to the northwest, we could see a few showers and isolated thunderstorms during the day tomorrow. More than likely, though, those will miss the Tri-Cities or fall apart before they get to the Tri-Cities. I'll back that up once again so you can kind of take a look. It's kind of hit or miss. It's not a great chance, but there is that chance there. It's of seeing maybe a little bit of rain. The farther west you go, I think the better chance there will be here. Those will start to clear up, though, for Thursday night. Basically, a cold front's going to be coming through here, and that's what that's going to do is two things. One, it's going to clear out an upper-level low-pressure system that's been stuck to our south for several days now. That's kind of brought us stagnant weather and has made it tough to clear out the clouds in eastern Nebraska and the rain. It's also what brought us all the rain over the weekend. But that's going to finally start to move out of here, and we're going to see our weather patterns start to change a little bit as we head into next week, which we'll show you in just a bit. First off, let's take a look at your highs for today, from the lower 70s in southeast Nebraska to the lower 80s out west. So many of us well into the 70s for today. Overnight temperatures tonight, not too bad, in the 50s and lower 60s. Tomorrow, most of us back to the 70s, maybe some lower 80s to the southeast. You'll notice a little cooler to the northwest with the clouds being a little bit thicker up there for tomorrow. Back down into the 50s, low and mid 50s for overnight temperatures Thursday night into Friday morning. And Friday, maybe a little cooler for many of us, but still not too bad. A lot of low and mid 70s, but you go out west, starting to see some 80s out there in western portions of Nebraska. But we're going to hold off on pushing those eastward until next week. So how does that 7-day forecast look? Well, first off, the next 3 days, and this is specifically for the Tri-Cities, looking good. Again, I decided to go with dry conditions the next 3 days for the most part. If we see anything, tomorrow, late afternoon, early evening might be a small chance. It's not a very good chance, though. Lows in the 50s. Heading into the weekend, we start to bring back chances of rain and thunderstorms. Right now, Saturday's looking like the best chance. I go with a 30% chance. I don't think this will be a deluge. Nothing like what we saw last weekend or late last week. We're not going to see a lot of additional flooding concerns, at least here, but we'll still have to keep an eye on that chance here. And there's something also with the extra clouds around that might hold temperatures back a little bit. I'm going with low 70s for now. There are a few forecast models that hint at cooler 60s for highs on Saturday, and might be the same thing heading into Sunday as well. We get one more slight chance of rain and thunderstorms Sunday night and then Monday morning, early Monday morning, but after that, we're going to start to see drier conditions and stronger southerly winds start to return some heat to the area. How about highs into the upper 80s, 90 degrees, not out of the question for Monday and Tuesday. And in fact, as you look at the long-range temperature trends, we're going to feel some of that heat for most of next week. A lot of 80s in store next week as we begin the month of June. Above average temperatures on the way. We turn the calendar, and appropriately, as meteorological spring begins on Monday, meteorological summer begins on Monday, it's going to feel like it next week here. And it's not just the highs. The lows are going to be warmer too. Those highs in the 80s, but the lows in the 60s and maybe 70s, indicating there's probably going to be some more humidity around as well. So get used to it, because summer trying to kick in a little bit as we get into next week. Well, there's your forecast for today. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you all again on your Thursday morning. Take care. God bless. Bye.